I have a confession to make. Do you remember that time when we were younger and we used to boast about how we would never get married? We all wanted to be career women, right? But now look at us. Most of us are home taking care of children and the house. If you're one of them, then don't feel bad. You are not alone. But tell me something, how do you feel about being a housewife? Are you happy or do you resent your life choices? Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel where we talk about everything women's. Today we will be talking about feelings of guilt and shame that exacerbate parental burnout. If this is not what you wanted to hear today, just skip to the next video. Don't forget to hit the like button before you leave. And if you're new here, please subscribe to get notified every time we upload a new video. So without further ado, let's get started. You know, it's not easy being a full-time homemaker. It can be very challenging both physically and emotionally. At times it might even feel like you're going crazy. That's because you put enormous pressure on yourself to make sure everything is done perfectly. For some reason you feel guilty if you think about leaving the housework to someone else. Some people may think you have it easy being a housewife. After all, you don't have to worry about making money. Well, let me tell you this, it's not always true that a stay-at-home mom has it easy. Taking care of the kids and the house all day can be really tough. The question is, why do you do it? Why do you choose to be a full-time homemaker instead of working outside the house? One possible reason is that you don't want to pay for childcare. In America, the average cost of an in-home daycare is $6,300 a month. And if you have more than one child, then you know what that means. A nanny costs even more. And daycare centers can be so expensive that it makes no financial sense for both parents to work. Then there's the guilt. The guilt that you feel towards your partner because they have to work while you stay home. Or maybe the guilt you feel towards your own parents who took care of you when you were a kid. You feel obligated to do the same for your children. Or perhaps you feel a sense of duty to take care of the house and the children because it's your role as a woman. These are all normal feelings. All mothers experience these emotions from time to time. However, if left unchecked, these feelings can turn into something toxic. They can eat away at you until you start resenting your partner and your life in general. This resentment can eventually lead to parental burnout. A study conducted by Harvard University found that feelings of guilt and shame are common among stay-at-home parents. The study states that although staying at home can be immensely rewarding, it can also be isolating. Many parents struggle with feelings of guilt because they feel like they're not contributing financially to their family. On top of that, they feel judged by others who think that they are lazy or that they can't handle the responsibility of a job outside the home. This is a problem that needs to be addressed. We need to find ways to help stay-at-home parents cope with the feelings of guilt and shame that can lead to burnout. You see, there is nothing wrong with being a full-time homemaker. You may be able to save money by staying home instead of paying for childcare, but that doesn't mean you have it easy. You're still working, just not outside the home. You're working inside the home. You're taking care of the children and the house. That's a job in itself. It's just not a paid job. So don't feel guilty about it. You are not alone. There are millions of other women who are in the same position as you. We are all trying to balance the demands of our families and our homes. It can be tough, but we can do it. Just remember that you're not alone. We are all in this together. When was the last time you did something just for yourself? I'm not talking about chores like cooking or cleaning. I'm talking about doing something that you enjoy, something that makes you happy. Maybe it's been a while since you did something nice for yourself. Being a stay-at-home mom can be very demanding. It can be hard to find time for yourself, especially if you're feeling guilty or ashamed. But it's important to make time for yourself. Otherwise, you'll burn out. It's important to find ways to relax and de-stress. Maybe it's taking a hot bath or reading a book. Whatever it is, make sure it's something that you enjoy. It can be hard to find time for self-care when you're a stay-at-home mom. But it's important to make time for yourself. Otherwise, you'll burn out. Try setting aside 30 minutes each day to do something for yourself. It doesn't have to be anything major. Just make sure it's something that you enjoy. Many people believe that having children is the most rewarding thing a person can ever do. But let's face it, there are also downsides to having kids. Kids can be demanding and exhausting. Sometimes it feels like they're vampires that suck the life out of you. You may feel like you don't have any time for yourself anymore. Every second of your day is accounted for, and there's no room for spontaneity. You may feel like you've lost your identity. Before you had kids, you were a person with a job, hobbies, and friends. Now it seems like all you do is think about your kids. You may feel like you don't know who you are anymore. These are all normal feelings. All parents go through this at one point or another. However, if left unchecked, these feelings can turn into something toxic. They can eat away at you until you start resenting your children and your life in general. This resentment can eventually lead to parental burnout. If you're feeling burned out, please reach out for help. Talk to your partner, friends, or family. There are also resources available online and in your community. Please don't suffer in silence. Help is available. You don't have to go through this alone. What are some things you can do to help combat parental burnout? Here are a few ideas. First, make sure you're taking care of yourself. This includes eating healthy, getting regular exercise, and sleep. It may seem selfish at first, but it's important to take care of yourself so that you can take care of your children. If you're not at your best, you won't be able to give them the attention and care they need. Second, set boundaries. It's important to set boundaries between your work as a parent and your personal life. We hope this video has helped you gain some insight into the issue of parental burnout. Burnout is a serious problem, and it's important to be aware of the signs. If you're feeling burned out, please take the time to rest and recharge. Your kids will still be there when you're ready to come back. Thanks for watching. And remember, you're not alone. There is no right answer when it comes to what is best for your family. Every family is different, and what works for one may not work for another. Ultimately, the decision of whether or not to have children is a personal one. But if you're struggling with feelings of guilt or shame, please know that you're not alone. There are resources available to help you through it. So don't hesitate to reach out. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. We would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What are some ways that you cope with feelings of guilt or shame? What advice would you give to other parents who are going through the same thing? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.